was our most requested video ever, so today we're doing a breakdown that's long overdue, his frenemy Alfie Solomon's.
That's lovely, isn't it? That's lovely.
While you don't want to be like Alfie in every way, there are 4 habits you can learn from him to instantly command more respect from the people around you. And even though Peaky Blinders is a scripted TV show, all the psychology covered in today's video will apply to your actual life. Let's start with a quick scene from season 3. If you haven't seen it, Alfie's just sold Tommy a list of buyers for a stolen item. Notice how Alfie reacts when Tommy freaks out.
You left the name off the list, Alfie.
Did I?
Yeah. There are only 3 men in Britain whose wives are obsessed with Fabergé. Makes them good customers.
Alfie demonstrates one of the quickest ways you can command respect, by being calm in situations where most people would show fear. For a quick comparison, watch how Alfie and his right-hand man each react after Tommy claims he's planted a grenade in their rum shop. Notice how their different reactions impact your impression of them.
I bet 100 to 1 you're lying, mate.
Ollie, what'd he say?
Jesus Christ, Alfie, he tied his lace, I saw him. Look, he planted a grenade, I know he did. Alfie, it's Tommy Shelby.
You were behaving like a child.
Definitely don't model Alfie's violent tendencies. Like I said, we don't want to be like Alfie in every way. But being calm in high-pressure situations is a quick way to command respect in your own life. Specifically during an argument, a good rule of thumb for keeping your cool is to purposefully wait 2 to 3 seconds before responding. This will help you look poised and give you time to react calmly. Watch Alfie do it here.
You invite a tribe of savages into the city and just unlock the gates!
I'm sorry, what are you saying, mate?
As a general rule, we are more demanding of fast responses from ourselves than we are from others. People tend to give themselves only 30% as much time to respond as they would give someone else. So when you are in a stressful situation and it feels like you need to do something right now, pause. Otherwise, you risk looking frantic and out of control. Along with his calm demeanor, there's another habit in that scene that helps Alfie appear confident. Which brings us to our second key habit. Alfie holds eye contact, especially during conflict. Here's another example.
You people, right, you hunted my mum with dogs. Yeah.
A common mistake some people make when watching scenes like this is thinking that you should hold eye contact all the time. But that's not the takeaway. If you hold and they hold, it can create even more tension. So the trick is to be purposeful with your eye contact during conflict. Break by looking down if your number one goal is to de-escalate. Hold if your number one goal is to show you aren't intimidated. And if you want to de-escalate without signaling fear or discomfort, then hold eye contact for 3 to 5 seconds and then break to the side instead of down. As an example, watch how Alfie responds after Arthur Shelby basically says, "Yes, I found religion, but I will still kill you." It's a perfect example of how to de-escalate without ceding power.
I'm Old Testament.
You know, look at that. Congratulations, Tommy. You now have the finished article right there, ain't you? See, that man, right, he will murder and maim for you with God on his side.
There's another trick you can learn from Alfie to command more respect with just your eyes. Alfie doesn't let other people dictate where his attention goes. A great example of this is when he meets Luca Changretta, an Italian mob boss with more money and more power than Alfie. Luca goes in expecting Alfie to defer to him, but Alfie is doing an exercise to better understand the blind and refuses to even open his eyes.
What time is it?
29 minutes past 8.
Right, well then I have another minute to go, actually, but you can begin, go on.
We saw the same principle in the previous scene where Arthur was staring at Alfie murderously and he chooses instead to speak to Tommy. This behavior has the effect of making people crave your attention because you are being selective with it. For instance, I have a friend who gives his undivided attention to whoever he's speaking to. If you try to interrupt, he won't turn to you until the person he was originally speaking with has finished what they're saying. It can feel a bit annoying in the moment when you're being ignored, but it feels great as the person that he's speaking with. And for both people, it makes you value his attention, because once you have it fully, and if you lose it, you know you can't just demand it back. Now, body language isn't the only way to show confidence. For another option, let's go back to that opening scene, where Tommy's deciding whether or not to kill Alfie for betraying him.
But if you kill him now, the truce with the London outfits will be run to pieces, all right?
Don't worry about that truth, kid, right? Because it fell apart. All right. is you've got nothing to worry about when it comes to the old scary London boy.
What's inside you?
Alfie chooses here to be honest even when it goes against his best interests, which immediately commands respect. It's not that he wants to die, it's that he doesn't want to be spared for what he considers the wrong reasons.
What's inside you, Alfie?
Give a f*** right now, kid, right? I do not want him to spare me because of some f***ing peace pact. I want him to acknowledge that his anger is unf***ing justified.
Now in your own life, you're hopefully never in a situation where your life is at risk, but there's still a concrete lesson you can learn here for social situations. Don't apologize just to avoid conflict. That's not to say don't ever apologize. If you've done something wrong, it's important to acknowledge it. But if you aren't sorry, don't say you are. This is a very common mistake people make, especially in dating. And it may avoid a fight in the moment, but it sets you up to get walked on later in the relationship. The ability to be honest, even when it goes against your best interests, screams self-confidence. You're basically saying, whatever the consequences of my honesty, I know I'll be okay. Of course, the goal here isn't to fake that you're okay while you're freaking out on the inside. It's to cultivate a genuinely strong, deep internal confidence. Once you do that, you'll naturally command respect in situations where most people would panic or get nervous. The tips in this video should instantly help you project confidence, but building that strong internal confidence does take a bit more time. If you want the fastest way I know of to build that